Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Rolene Marks. This is the Israel Brief, your one-stop shop where you come for your daily headlines in Israel every Monday to Thursday. And the Israel Brief is brought to you by Lay of the Land. So let's take a look at those top stories before we all take a well-deserved break for the weekend. And today is Yom Yerushalayim. So Chag Yom Yerushalayim Sameach, everybody. Has there ever been a city as beautiful or such a part of a nation's life as our eternal capital, Jerusalem? It is a day that celebrates and commemorates the reunification of Jerusalem following the Six-Day War in 1967 that saw the east of Jerusalem, that was then held by Jordan, recaptured by Israel. We cannot forget those iconic words, HaKotel Be'yadeinu. The Kotel is in our hands. So today, as happens every year, the Jerusalem Day flag parade is about to take place literally in a couple of minutes from now. So let's take a look at what has happened so far. Israeli police, some 3,000 officers, have been deployed around the city, and they have closed off access roads. Now, the route of the march will take place on its traditional route, which goes through the Muslim quarter as well. Now, a short while ago, police have said that they have arrested at least 10 people and have broken up some minor scuffles. They have also advised Muslim shopkeepers in the Muslim quarter maybe to keep their shops closed. They don't want any kind of clashes between anybody. Meanwhile, Haredi members of Knesset have appealed to Prime Minister Netanyahu to disallow any politicians to ascend the Temple Mount, saying that it is sacrilegious. Meanwhile, Hamas and other Palestinian factions have threatened violence on today's Yom Yerushalayim march. We can't forget that 2 years ago, Operation Guardians of the Wall started as a result of rockets being fired from the Gaza Strip towards Jerusalem on Jerusalem Day. Now, just a short while ago, Arab media reported that a rocket was fired from the Gaza Strip towards the sea. It is believed that this is not a malfunction or a test. This is, in fact, a warning to Israel. Factions in the Gaza Strip said yesterday that they will resume sending incendiary balloons and explosive devices and Molotov cocktails should the march go ahead. Meanwhile, iron domes have been positioned across the country in the event of rocket attacks. The Israeli consulate in Atlanta, Georgia, are busy preparing a response to an inflammatory report by CNN's Christiane Amanpour. Now, the head offices of CNN are based in Atlanta, and Amanpour just a couple of days ago reporting on the brutal murders of Lucy, Maya and Rina D, said that they had been killed in a shootout with Palestinian militants, her words. Now, this implies that the D women were armed and had tried to defend themselves. This is not the case. They were ambushed by Palestinian terrorists. They drove their car off the road where it crashed, and they were shot at point-blank range. Rabbi Leo D., the father and husband of the late Lucy, Maya and Rina, spoke to media watchdog Honest Reporting and says he is demanding an apology from CNN. Now, Israel's foreign ministry have confirmed that they are busy in the process of drafting a letter. This will be the first time that Israel's government or Israel's foreign ministry have really taken a strong stand against misreporting. Just on the subject of Leo D., our foreign minister Eli Cohen has offered him a position as envoy to our diaspora communities around the world, and we've yet to hear whether Leo D. will accept it. He has said that he certainly will consider it. Now, the other day we brought you the story of a major defense deal being signed between Israel and Montenegro, and today it is time for the Netherlands. In a $305 million deal, the Netherlands and Israel have inked a deal where Elbit Systems will provide their pulse rocket artillery systems to the Netherlands. Defense Minister Yoav Gallant has said that this strengthens and enhances Israel's global position. And finally, the gorgeous blonde that paid us a visit for a couple of days. I'm talking about Yulia, the rare endangered monk seal, has shed her coat and she has departed our waters. The endangered monk seal really captured the heart of Israelis and made headlines around the world. She is one of the most endangered species in the world, with a gorgeous golden blonde coat, and she was lying in repose, would go into the sea and come out to rest as she went through the process of shedding. And she was so sweet, she almost had like a little smile on her face. Now, the Israeli Nature Authority had set up a 24-hour watch of volunteers to ensure that she was not disturbed or harmed in any way. Quite the opposite. We fell completely in love with her. She is extremely well traveled, having been spotted in Turkey, in Lebanon, and now Israel. And she really was a highlight for Israeli marine biologists, one of whom said he really had no sleep. This was the most exciting thing ever. Well, Yulia, the seal, if you're watching the Israel Brief, and who knows, maybe seals do, please come back and visit us soon. We promise to take care of you and ensure that you have a wonderful time shedding your coat. And that brings me to the end of today's edition of the Israel Brief. Don't forget to check us out online on our website at www.layoftheland.online. If you want to read more about Israeli conservation efforts, excuse me, there's a whole lot of articles up there. We're on Facebook at Lottel Site. Like us, follow us, share our content. Our YouTube channel is at the Israel Brief. Please click on that red subscribe button. And we're on Twitter at Lay of the Land 5. I'm Rolene Marks, wanting to wish you all a wonderful and restful weekend. Shabbat Shalom, and I'll catch you for the Monday edition of the Israel Brief.